Right. So welcome everyone to the AI UCI Fall General Meeting. Thank you for coming out, reaching out to us at AIF and finding your way here. We know that the directions are kind of challenging and it's also pretty crowded in here. So hopefully this meeting goes pretty well. And yeah. So first things first, right. What do we do here at AI UCI? So our goal that we're trying to focus on this year is connecting you guys, people with an interest in AI, to each other, to resources, to industry professionals, to professors occasionally, just finding a way for everyone to come together and hopefully do some really cool stuff in AI. And the way we do that is, as you've heard at AIF and elsewhere, is our beginner-friendly AI workshops. Those have been on our YouTube for a really long time now. We've been doing them. That's kind of been the core of the club for a while. Panels with industry speakers, we're going to do hopefully one every quarter. And then lastly, long-term projects, which is something we tried to start up last year and we're really looking forward to make a big part of the club this year. And you'll notice that as we start to get to our full quarter schedule. So just a brief reminder, because I know some people had trouble finding this. This is the latest, most up-to-date meeting schedule for AI UCI. We're going to meet here, which is Roland Hall 190, and virtually it's going to be a hybrid meeting. So every Monday, 6 a.m. to 7:20 p.m. Hopefully it's not as crowded, or I don't know, we'll figure something out. Maybe we'll pack ourselves in again. Right. So before we get into the details of what's in store for the club for fall quarter, we wanted to just introduce all the members of the team who were able to make it today. I think some of them are virtual and some of them are elsewhere. So with that, let's start with the first round. So
hi, I'm Ludwig. I'm the treasurer of the club.
Yeah, Arseny is not here, so let's go next.
So my name is Jimmy. Here it says hi, but my preferred name is Jimmy. I'm a webmaster and also a mentor for this quarter. So yeah.
Cool. Alvin is not here, but he's our historian. Brandon also not here. Ashley not here as well. You can say hi to their pictures instead. Also not here, but.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and I'll be the mentor for this fall semester.
Okay. And then lastly, you have Isha, who is virtual, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. I'm Isha. I'm the vice president for this year, and we're super excited to have somewhat of a normal club year back in person and virtual. And we have a lot of exciting events and workshops planned, so we're looking forward to a great year.
Right. So yeah, I'm Aditesh. I'm the guy who's been talking to you for the past 5 minutes or so. But nice to meet everyone. Glad to have you here. Great. So this is a video we kind of show every year for all the people who are really new, especially like freshmen and whatnot, or it's a little bit unfamiliar in AI. It's a quick, short video. So let's just go ahead and watch that.
Artificial intelligence is really techniques that help machines and computers mimic human behavior. It's like a Russian nesting doll. Artificial intelligence at the highest level is the device being smart. How it becomes smart under the hood then is the next layer of machine learning, which are the general techniques or a variety of techniques that are used to make that device smart. And then there's a further subset of algorithms or techniques called deep learning. Artificial intelligence is going to be used in everything. So I'll give you two examples. If a car has intelligence built in, it can see the world. So looking at what's on the road, looking at you as the driver, and being able to anticipate and course correct when something goes wrong, something jumps into the road. Autonomous vehicles of any kind are not going to be autonomous without artificial intelligence. In the medical field, new treatments that will come from the analysis of reams of data to detect cancers and diseases. Today, machines are smart, and they're smart because of AI. But AI still has a dependency on us people. We're making it possible. The next phase is when artificial intelligence is able to walk on its own. Companies like Qualcomm, if we do our jobs right, and if artificial intelligence is done right, the actual implementation is totally transparent to a consumer. But what they end up with is devices in their world that are more than utilities. They're actually experiential, and they will make your life easier, more exciting. This is truly a transformational technology. It's that big.
All right, cool. So with that said, this is going to be our fall meeting schedule for this quarter. Again, every Monday, the dates are kind of just set in a little bit for clarification purposes. The main thing you want to look out for is week 4, where we have our industry panel. That's when the dates are going to be a little bit iffy based on the panelists' availability. Still finalizing the date for that. Right. So things to look forward to. We have looks like 4 workshops this quarter. The overview of AI, that's the first very intro one, kind of just covering what is in AI, like what can you do as a project. That's very important for our project proposals, which I'll be getting into. Intro to ML, intro to reinforcement learning and natural language processing, right? Kind of doing a little bit of a world tour to get like everyone up to tune with the basics so we can go into more advanced stuff starting winter and fall, or winter and spring. You'll also notice the biggest part of the schedule is that like half of it is pertaining to the project program. And that's kind of what is going to be the focus for the first half of fall quarter. So let's get into that. Project proposal competition, right? So we're looking to put together a long-term open source projects, or actually multiple, right? And we're going to fund them. And the way it's going to work is that people are basically we're looking for people to come together in groups of up to 5 and present a small project proposal, something that can be worked on by really anyone in AI UCI, but it's going to be driven by those 5 members. And we'll be dispersing about $500 amongst the winning proposals, and then we'll sort of like revisit at the start of winter and at the start of springs for like another round of $500, right? So the deadline for the fall quarter proposals are going to be October 25th. And if you're interested, you should definitely check out tinyurl.com/AI UCI projects. That's a Google Doc. It'll tell you all the instructions about what is expected in the evaluation process for the program. And I'll give you a template as well for filling out the proposal. So yeah, anyone have any questions so far about this program that they would like to ask? I can go ahead and field them now. Yes, the slides will be posted as well as the recording of this thing.
How familiar you have to be with like AI to do well in this project?
So like I said in the previous weeks, or sorry, not in the previous weeks, but on the previous slide, in the upcoming weeks, we're going to be talking about, we'll have the mentors there to help you like iron out your proposal and whatnot. Generally, we're expecting that the project proposals have at least some level of understanding of AI before you go into it. But if you are a new member and you want to kind of like join in with some like more experienced members, I think that could make like a pretty solid team. We're not really expecting like some super high quality like research level proposal for this project. Again, the main focus behind these projects is that you're able to learn. So is it just a concept that we have to submit or a working model, right? So the proposal is just a document, right? We're not asking you to code anything or anything for that. Yeah, you should got it. But yeah, it's just a document, like a design proposal. Like this is what I want to do a project on, and this is my general idea of how I'm going to go about doing it. But we're not going to talk about like, having deliverables until winter quarter. That's when we start revisiting for the next round of funding. That's when we're going to start expecting like some level of like coding there. But before we even get started, we're all going to be like dispersing $500 between the winning groups. Right.
How is team formation going to work?
Right. Oh, hello, Arseny. Sorry about that. So Arseny is our lead mentor. You guys should get to know him well. He's Arseny, you want to introduce yourself?
Yep. First, I forget the t-shirts that are going to be the prize or space thing later.
Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Arseny. My surname is Moscow, which is very difficult to pronounce. I come from Russia. I'm a PhD student. I'm in my last year of the PhD program. I study cognitive science, which is about how our brain works, how our mind works, and I do mathematical modeling. All of these processes, and on top of that, I do AI and machine learning. So I'm going to be happy to, if you have any ideas of the projects that you want to do, or if you have projects that you're working on, I'll be always happy to help you, just some advice, and maybe if there's some, overlapping interests, we could even collaborate. So,
all right.
That's
cool. So back to your question, you were saying, how are you going to find teams? So there's instructions in the doc for like a little bit of how to find teams. We have a place on Discord. That's a great place to reach out. we'll be doing a small activity at the end where you can maybe meet other people in this room and find teams there. And those are like kind of like the main resource I'd say. Definitely like talk to people in this room. That's like the best way to do it. If you guys want to like hang out after as well, we have the room until 7:20. But yeah, those are the best ways to find project proposal teammates. And yeah, other questions? Oh, okay. Anyone else questions on the project proposals? No, you good? How many people are outside, by the way, just out of curiosity? Not many. Okay, cool. If you want, you can like squeeze in and try to hopefully get everyone in the room, but yeah. All right. So with the project proposal done, I just wanted to make some quick shout outs for some of the more experienced members. We are looking for more mentors because we'd love to have mentors on board, because especially since we're going to look to pair mentors up with the winning project proposals to kind of like give them advice on like how to continue and proceed. So if you're interested in mentoring, if you have like any level of experience or even a lot, we'd love to have you on board. So go ahead and shoot us an email at aiclub@uci.edu and we can talk about it further. Further things, we're still looking for another outreach chair to design graphics for our workshops. You'll notice that some of our YouTube videos have like nice covers and whatnot, and also in the emails we got this past week, we have the graphic. So stuff like that, and also reaching out to industry speakers for future panels. So if you are interested in doing any sort of like networking of that sort, yeah, shoot us another email, aiclub@uci.edu. That would be great.